I'm going to see if I can get both of them talking at the same time, see if they start spitting stuff out. Oh, Michael Scott's here now. Steve, who is Steve? So I can now have AIs talk to AIs. Okay, I found something potentially funny that I want to make a video on. It's called SillyTavern. Apparently you can use an API key, so unfortunately I'm not doing locally hosted today. I have $10 on something called DeepInfra that I want to use up. So I'm going to use DeepSeek v4 Flash. Now, apparently SillyTavern is a way for you to do like weird AI assistance. So you can like really tune down an AI model and create almost like a character, if you like. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of have a go. So you can essentially create famous personalities, fictional characters, all with just an API key. Now this is, weird. I've never tried something like this before, so I thought it'd be fun to do something different today. So let's install it. To be honest, I have just spent the last hour trying to get OpenClaw to run on my Mac because that was going to be the video today. But OpenClaw decided it just never wants to work. Like, I thought after 2 months, maybe I could give it a go, and just see if OpenClaw had improved or got better or maybe be worth using. Sadly, in my opinion, it's still not. Or for today, for example, SillyTavern Launcher. Not heard of it before, but we're installing a launcher apparently. What is XTTS? Should I know what that is? SillyTavern is what I want, to be honest, because I feel like this is going to be really interesting and we're going to build some characters. And to be totally honest, I'm starting with Michael Scott from The Office. Now, I'm not saying that you can't use locally hosted models with this. I'm just using DeepInfra just because if you come over to my billing, I bought $10 by mistake when I was setting up my account. I could say I didn't mean to. I was just kind of randomly clicking everywhere. I was like, oh, let me top up my account. And I wasn't thinking at the time, and I've got nothing to do with the account. You can see I've sent it a solid 1 message, so I know the API works. Go on, give me a desktop shortcut. I have to wipe my Mac anyway because I have OpenClaw on it. Start the launcher. Yes, please. I would love the launcher. Okay, right. It opened up. All I did was click 1 and it went through. So you can see it's actually hosted on port 8000. Right, let's have a look then. So what have I got? So choose my English. It's aimed at advanced users. So we're just going to kind of have some fun with this. Looking for AI characters. You can import or view sample characters. Bot contest winner creative prompts category. Okay, well, I'm downloading Flux to Cat just because that sounds cool. We'll get that going. Persona name. Is that... Before you get started, you must select a persona. I'm just going to stick with user. Okay, if you're connected to an API... I need to set up an API connection. Okay, right. Okay, I did it. I got a nice green message. So it turns out I was just using the wrong custom endpoint. But if I go test message now, you see we get a nice green success window. So let's type hello. See if we can actually talk to Flux the cat now. Look, it's thinking. Wow. See, this is a different side to AI that I like. It's not all, codex agents, AI agents. How can I be productive? It's more just, what can you do with AI that's just weird? So custom context sizes, streaming. It's actively doing stuff here. The Roomba whirs softly. What are you doing? Okay, yeah, so it exceeds context size, because if you look in here, the context, I turned it down. That was my fault. That's massive. So it looks like it's telling me where Flux has been lately. So it's where we keep 40% of hungerness, sleepiness. This is something else. We can add lore to the world they belong in and their personalities here. So I can click to expand character lore for this. This could be awesome. What's Elderia? I don't know what any of this is. There's themes. I feel like I'm building one of them really weird role-playing apps. We got extensions here. You can see what we have. Module provided by extra API, so none. Image generation we have. Okay, what's over here? So this is our persona management. Okay, so we've set up our API and we've had a little look around the tools. Now we're going to create our first character called Michael Scott. He's going to need a photo, of course. Perfect. Let's crop that and stick that in there. And how do I then save you? Press the tick button, I guess. So there you go. So our current characters is we have Flux the cat, we have Safrina. She is their default one that comes with it, which, you know, honestly, I think I know what this tool is for, but I'm using it to talk to Michael Scott, not whatever you guys have been doing in the background. Okay, let's send a message. Although this is where I messed up earlier. So while I was testing, I actually made I have a personality too. So I built Michael Scott here. So you can create yourself. So I could be like, I can change user to a spotlight. Naif, which is my name. And then there you can add details about yourself. So now we have Michael Scott talking to Michael Scott. So coming back here, let's say hello now from me. Okay, there's a setting to improve this, I believe. In here, smooth streaming. Leaning forward, look, I've noticed something troubling in the bullpen. You know what? I'm now just sat back in my chair, realizing I've just built a roleplay tool and made a video on how to do it. This isn't what I thought I would be doing today, to be honest. Let's ask, what can you do? Let's see how much actual, knowledge it has. So I've asked, who do you work with? And we'll see if it actually lists, office characters. It does know. Okay, so there you go. So this is the benefit of us connecting to a different agent. So I'm going to refresh DeepInfra. So you can see we've currently spent a fraction of a penny talking to an AI. Now, this is way cheaper than using Claude, OpenAPI, or anything. Now, the reason I'm using DeepSeek on DeepInfra is DeepInfra's DeepSeek is hosted in the US, which means none of my data is going to China. Makes a face at Toby so it knows all the lore. Okay. But there's more to this tool, and the more I'm learning about it, the more concerned I am that it exists. So I found this, Chubb AI characters. Now, I'm in law books, and I've searched for the office law books. And it looks like there's a lot of entries in this one here. So it's law and token heavy up to season 5. Suppose I download that and then come to law book. There must be an import button. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, the world office info. So if I come to Michael Scott, click on law book, add the office world. So now he has that as his law. So he knows about character information here. Microwave is here. Oh, there you go. So this will give the characters more context then about everyone. Interesting. But I did find out there's a character page. And I can see the type of people you guys are for real this time. I might have to blur some of this. Like if I reload characters, none of this looks safe for work. Oh my god. You drown the moment you touch water and she has to deal with you. I want to import a new character. Import all. Okay, it didn't bring the picture across, so let's fix that. Okay, right. Let's say hello to Minecraft Steve as well. Stops mid-build and turn around to this. I am building roleplay systems. Hello, welcome to my world. Now I'm going to convert this to a group and hit yes. Now, how do I add someone to this specific group? That must be, it's a group. Okay, right, here. Add members. I want to add Michael Scott in. And this time I'm going to try get them to interact. What are you both doing? How do I then... So, let's go pulled. I'm going to see if I get both of them talking at the same time. See if they start spitting stuff out. Oh, Michael Scott's here now. Steve. Who is Steve? So, I can now have AIs talk to AIs. But this could be quite useful, if you actually build out proper personalities, like let me add everyone. Everyone I have. Oh, everyone's coming in. So are they going to reply to their own messages? Are they now having a group chat without me? Damn, this default model just tells you everything you need to know about what this tool is here for. Okay, anyway, we've had fun today. We've learnt about how to build a roleplay tool. I did not think I would be doing this today, but I've done it today. But if you want to have group chats with a cat, Michael, Scott, and Minecraft Steve, you now know how. More importantly, let's hop over to DeepInfra and see how much it's actually cost us, because, you know, it's supposed to be dead cheap, this API tool, but it's supposed to last me pretty much forever, which is why I put $10 in. I'm going to see if every AI tool we set up, I can include DeepSeek and kind of build out from, you know, only $10 to see if it's worth doing. You can see we haven't even used a cent yet, and we've been, you know, talking away for a bit. I've done a bit of experimenting. You can see we've used some tokens. I mean, it's not too much, but this is something else. We have certainly built a tool today. But okay, I'm going to leave a video here because I feel like I need to go and, you know, go outside and touch some grass. But if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, please subscribe. We'll do some more really weird, quirky videos, I guess, and I will see you later. Goodbye.